The pyramids of Giza have stood for 4,500 years. They are the oldest of the seven wonders of the ancient world, and they are the only ones still standing. Millions of people have seen them. Thousands of archaeologists have studied them. Entire universities have dedicated themselves to understanding them. And yet right now in the year 2026, there are rooms inside the Great Pyramid that no human being have ever been entered. Chambers that have been detected by the most advanced scanning technology on the earth and that Egypt has refused to open. What is inside those rooms? Why has Egypt blocked every attempt to investigate them? And what other secrets is the most studied civilization in human history still hiding from the world? Today on the Forbidden Files, we find out. Welcome back to the Forbidden Files. I'm your host. Yesterday we explored the Bermuda Triangle. Today we travel to the banks of the Nile River, to a civilization so ancient, so advanced and so deeply mysterious that after 200 years of archaeological study, we still cannot answer its most basic questions. These are Egypt's most forbidden secrets. Let's begin. In 2017, an international team of scientists used a technology called muon tomography to scan the interior of the Great Pyramid of Giza. Muon particles produced naturally by cosmic rays can pass through solid rock the way X-rays pass through human skin. By measuring where these particles slow down, scientists can map what is inside a solid structure without touching it. What they found stunned the entire archaeological world. Inside the Great Pyramid, above the Grand Gallery, there is a previously unknown void, a hidden space, at least 30 meters long, the size of a cathedral nave. Completely sealed, completely hidden, completely unknown to science until that movement. The Egyptian government immediately restricted access. Independent researchers were blocked from further investigation. The team's findings were published, and then nothing. No follow-up, no excavation, no attempt to open or enter the void. What is inside that room? Is it another burial chamber? A treasure vault? Something the ancient Egyptians hid deliberately, something they wanted no one to ever find. 8 years later, still sealed, still secret, still waiting. In the 19th century, archaeologist Auguste Mariette discovered an ancient stone tablet near the Sphinx, now known as the Inventory Stela. The tablet was covered in hieroglyphics, and when it was translated, it said something that completely contradicted the official history of ancient Egypt. According to the Inventory Stela, carved by the ancient Egyptians themselves, the Great Sphinx and the pyramids of Giza were already ancient ruins when Pharaoh Khufu arrived, already old, already eroded, already mysterious even to the Egyptians of 4,500 years ago. If this is true, it means the Sphinx and the pyramids are so far older than history teaches. Not 4,500 years old, but potentially 7,000, 10,000, possibly even older. Geologist Robert Soch studied the erosion pattern on the body of the Sphinx in 1990s. His conclusion was controversial but scientifically documented. The erosion on the Sphinx was caused by heavy rainfall. Egypt has not had heavy rainfall for at least 7,000 years. The mainstream archaeological community rejected these findings. The Inventory Stela was dismissed as an unreliable document. Soch's geology was attacked, but the stela still exists. The erosion pattern still exists, and the questions they raise have never been answered. Inside the Temple of Hathor, one of Egypt's best preserved ancient temples, there are carvings on the wall that have divided scientists and archaeologists for over a century. The carvings show what appear to be a large glass bulbs. Each bulb contains a serpent stretched from end to end and in exactly the position of the filament inside a modern light bulb. The bulbs appear to rest on insulator-like bases, and a cord that resembles a cable connects them to what looks like a power source. In 1998, an Austrian electrical engineer named Walter Gahn built a replica of the Dendera device, using ancient materials using a leaden jar as a power source, an ancient form of capacitor that could have been built with Egyptian materials. He connected it to this replica bulb. What? It produced light. If ancient Egyptians had electric lighting, it would explain one of archaeology's most stubborn mysteries. The interior of the pyramids and deep tombs are covered in incredibly detailed painted artwork, but there is no evidence of torches, no soot of the ceilings, no smoke stains, no carbon deposits from any flame-based light source. How did they paint in total darkness? And if the answer is electric current, where did the technology come from and where did it go? In 1989, a geologist, Thomas Tobacci, conducted seismic survey around the Sphinx. His equipment detected a large rectangular cavity beneath the left paw of the Sphinx, regular in shape, artificially constructed, exactly where ancient texts said the Hall of the Records would be found. The Egyptian authorities immediately halted the survey. Tobacci's equipment was removed. His findings were never officially acknowledged, but they were never officially refuted either. If the years since, multiple independent researchers using ground-penetrating radar have detected the same anomaly, the same rectangular cavity, the same location, the same depth. Egypt has never allowed an excavation, has never allowed ground-level investigation, has never addressed the seismic finding directly. Beneath the left paw of the most famous statue on earth, something is there, something rectangular, something artificial, something that has been deliberately buried, and the world has never been allowed to see it. Hidden chambers sealed for thousands of years, a sphinx older than history admits, electric current in ancient tombs, an underground library that multiple scientists have detected, and Egypt refuses to open. Ancient Egypt is not a solved mystery, it is the greatest unsolved mystery on earth, and the more technology advances, the more questions it raises. Which of these 4 Egyptian secrets shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe to the Forbidden Files, because tomorrow we go to the country whose mysteries are even darker, even colder, even more terrifying. Tomorrow we go to Russia. Stay curious. I'll see you in tomorrow. Take care.